What's up, guys? Dave and Auken, Killer B, Taylor Starling, volume 17. Like, come on.
That's crazy. It's like, I sit, and when you think about it, that's 17 weeks. And then we took like 1 week off. So technically it would have been like 18.
Yeah, we're like, I don't know. Like the Pope was married for like 55 years or something like that. We're getting close to the Pope.
We got to beat the Pope.
Yeah, we got to beat the Pope.
Hey, yeah, it's wild. I'm good. It's wild. I was just going to say, like, there's so many people who hit me up, and I'm so down on myself all the time. I'm really hard on myself. So I'm always like, anything I do, nobody really like pays attention to. But there are so many people that hit me up and talk about watching the podcast and how much they love it. So it's so cool. And even like there's this kid at the gym. His name's Monroe. He's a stud. And I'm giving him a shout out on here now because he watches the podcast every week. He's a huge fan of mine and one of my students, and he's a huge fan of yours. And he watches the podcast, and it was just shocking. His mom told me, yeah, he sits every single week and watches the podcast. So, hi, Monroe.
Shout out, Monroe. What's up, dude? Give me a call, man. All right? Call me Monroe.
He's a savage.
Dude, that's awesome. I love it. It's so cool. It's probably like one of the most, and we do this off air so well. And I'm like, why don't we do this on air? So I'm like, we love chatting. So I'm like, we were going to do this anyways and regardless, but now to get like so much positive, I'm not trying to be like that. I know we're going to get one now. I don't think I've ever had like a negative feedback. Like I've never had like, oh, this show doesn't talk about the real stuff or this show is boring. It's like, it's always been great. Like people have been awesome about it. I get DMs about like they're watching. They're like, hey, Tuesday at 10, I'm watching. I'm like, dude, that's awesome. Like
so dope.
Like it's like my favorite show. Like Susie watches like Below Deck. So it's like Wednesday at 9:30, she's watching Below Deck. Like it's awesome. We're someone's Below Deck.
Hey, we're here. Below Deck, above deck, middle deck, whatever deck you want.
17th episode. So pumped. I didn't say this to you off air beforehand, so I'm gonna say this to you now. So I checked the audio download numbers were like doubled January, doubled December.
Wow.
Just throwing it out there.
Okay, listeners.
I know. So people, I thought people would want to look at us, but I guess people want to listen too.
That's usually the thing. And like with me, I love watching a live podcast. I don't know. I'm a visual person.
Yeah.
If I just hear talking, my attention span's out the window. So, you guys that are listening, you guys are a lot stronger than I am mentally.
Okay, so let's actually start there because that's funny. Friday, I drove to Pensacola, Florida for a really cool Island Fights event. We'll kind of chat about that in a second. But I love listening to podcasts because I drive a lot. So like it was a 6-hour drive. I'm listening to podcasts, but like even as much as I love them, sooner or later, like it's just kind of like I just need something different, something off, right? Just not talking. So I was like, okay, let me listen to music. Like I love music and stuff of that nature. So I kind of just go on my iPhone and the songs that I bought on iTunes. And I like listen to them. I'm like, but God, just like I've heard these before and it's all kind of like newer stuff. I don't know. It was weird. Something was off. So I go to YouTube and I put in like, I'm born in 84. So like I'm a late 90s rock guy. Like that's when I was in high school or middle school, right? So I put it there like late 90s rock. And the first song that came on was Blink-182. I love Blink-182. Like I've seen them live 5 times. I love Blink-182. So on YouTube, it's awesome. Like when you listen to one Blink-182, like I hit Blink-182 and like it was like a shuffle. I listened to it for an hour and a half, like everything.
I thought for one second we were about to go down this long story journey, and at the end was going to be the Red Hot Chili Peppers, and I was going to be like, Dave, oh, I love you. But Blink-182, they're very close second. So.
No, okay, that's where I was kind of going with it. We know that you do love the Red Hot Chili Peppers. Who else do you love? Like, is there a couple other rock bands in that area, genre? To me, Red Hot Chili Peppers, that was like Green Day and Offspring.
See, I love
Weezer.
Yeah, Weezer. I love all of them. And then I go to like Led Zeppelin. Ooh. I like Metallica. I like the Rolling Stones. It just depends. Like it varies. I even like some Norwegian black metal. Like I've got so many different things. Like my playlist is all over the place. Yeah. But of course, Red Hot Chili Peppers #1. Yeah, but Blink-182. How can you not? Like I remember when I turned 23 And the number one thing was like, nobody likes you when you're 23. And I had a cake made that said that. And the whole year I was just like, nobody likes you when you're 23. And I thought, I just felt it. But yeah, I have an old soul. I really like, my music taste is all over the place.
Yeah, I'm with that a little bit. Like, same thing we talked about actually at the show. I don't know how it came up, but we talked about like how new rap and old rap. It's like I like both, but the thing that we kind of talked about, it's so different. Like Snoop Dogg and Dre and Tupac and Biggie, it's like that's not even like, it's just different. I love both, but like Lil Wayne and Drake and whatever, like the new stuff, it's like it's so different. Like it's not even the same genre.
I remember like when you hear like, it seemed like back in the day when you hear rap, it was like one hit after the other and now for me to find like a gym, it takes 100 songs for me to find like one new rap song that I'm like, oh, this is good.
And like, I don't know if it's because of like just the time that we're alive and we're living it, but like I just felt like I remember Snoop at like 17 and like I don't think my parents are watching or whatever. So it's like 17, I'll be like doing drugs or like being with somebody and you're like, dude, this is so cool. I'll be with my boys and just be like chilling, be like, it's like connected. Like it's like I remember that time. It's like I remember 17 doing drugs, being with my boys. Like just, I don't
thinking
know.
that you were Snoop Dogg.
Yeah. We all had a little bit of that, right? So, but it was crazy. So, all right. So I did drive to Island Fights. It was so cool. It was awesome. We commentated on the show, Island Fight 71 Saturday night. Hopefully you guys peeped it out. It was awesome. Gillian the Savage Robertson, who's been on one of our shows before, probably episode 5, 6, 7 of that nature. Go in the archives, go get it. Subscribe on YouTube or Apple Podcast. But she commentated with me. It was just so cool. It was awesome, and it was fun to have some of the fighters because we went to weigh-ins and we interviewed the fighters that were going to be on the television, and so we can get backstory. I know most of them because I've been there and done it a couple times, but some of them I didn't, and Gillian really didn't know any of them really except for a couple. So it was just a good kind of like 5 minutes to kind of chit chat back and forth with them, and it was crazy to see like the fighters, like they got like some of them got giddy when they saw Gillian. They're like, oh wow, like dang, like all right, Dave, we know you, like you're cool or whatever, but like UFC fighter Gillian Roberts, I was like, it was just cool. Like she was taking pictures with people. I thought it was pretty dope. It was awesome.
Oh my gosh, she looked amazing. Her little black and white number with the red hair. Come on now.
Yeah.
Gillian. She didn't have to do this like that. She's so beautiful, and I was so jealous. I was so jealous, and I love. Listen, if you guys haven't seen, Dave gets, you were grappling with Gillian, and she put that giant bicep around your neck and throat cuddles for days.
So okay, let me rewind that a little bit because that's such a good story. You gave the punchline. For one, about the outfit, she's like, hey Dave, I got this outfit. Like I thought, I didn't want to be that guy. I wasn't gonna call her and be like, hey, are we gonna do this matching thing? Like it was so funny. I brought it up to her there. She's like, yeah, you should have called me. We should have done that, but
yeah,
I was like, next time, Joey, next time. I didn't want to be that guy, So she's like, hey, this is the outfit I kind of got, but it was freezing all weekend. I don't know if you know that too. Like also in Pensacola is like north. It's like not even close to Daytona. So like it was fucking cold. Like it was cold. But
Florida cold or like actually cold?
Bro, 35 degrees.
Ooh, yeah. It was down there.
Yeah, okay, it was especially at night. Like when we walked into the arena at 5:30 something, it was freezing. Like it was freezing cold. So, but she's like, no, that's all she brought. Like that's all she had other than gym clothes. All right, so back to that. So then Saturday morning before the show, there's a really great BJJ gym, probably 15 minutes from the arena, 15 minutes from where we were staying. It was just like perfect location, and they wanted Gillian to come in and kind of like teach a class. Maybe they paid her a big lump sum of money, but we'll keep that to the side. But it was awesome. So she's doing the class. Same kind of thing. They were all so giddy to see Gillian. They were all taking pictures with her. She like rolled with anyone who wanted to and like practice and show her stuff and techniques. So of course, I'm there doing my thing, and I'm like, dude, like It's so funny. You see it on TV and you see them training, but like to see it live, it's crazy. And like, dude, and this is a compliment. She's huge. Like she's so strong, so big. Can you hear me?
Yeah, no, my dog is like knocking over my ring light.
She's got her so strong. Like, so like, and then like we were just messing around in between rounds. I would just like throw a jab at her or something like that of that nature. She like kind of come back at me. So I was like, okay, I don't know. I was like, she's known for grappling and her jits, especially her rear naked. I was like, how long do you think? She's like, 5 seconds. Like, I will get you in 5 seconds. I'm like, really? So like we just messed around. It was close. It was like 15 seconds, but she got me. My neck still hurts.
Yeah.
It still hurts. And like,
what's so funny is I would be terrified to grapple with Gillian.
Yeah. I was like, damn.
And I know someone and I'm like an athlete. I'm telling you, Gillian would be like, "You want to roll?" And I would be like, I'm okay.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. It's a little sore. But like then she had around the neck and like I tapped so quick. I didn't even want to like see, how long it was.
That you could hold out. Yeah.
Yeah. It was like, no, later. So, but yeah, she tapped me.
Yeah, that is hilarious. I loved watching it, and I was just like, oh no. Yeah, I was like, you're braver than me. I would be like, Gillian, I love you to death, but I don't want you to stroke me.
Gosh, she's such a savage.
Yeah. And then the bare knuckle fights were this weekend, so I know you didn't watch them. I know you didn't get to watch them, but our friend Alan Belcher, holy shit, KO of the night.
KO of the night, and no disrespect at all to Bobo. You know how I feel about anyone who, man, female, age, race, does not matter. If you walk through those ropes, you have my respect. Absolutely. Even if I don't like you, right? Like, I respect you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I was just saying that we had him on the show, and it was no disrespect to Bobo. Belcher and Bobo are on different levels. That's a different fucking galaxy. Like,
I agree.
Like sometimes, and I feel like that's something that the bare knuckle fans and crowd don't get. Like, there's levels to this shit, and people don't understand that. Oh, even if you won one fight, but if you fought a no name in bare knuckle, like there's levels, and Belcher's on a goddamn another level. So I was very happy for Alan. He told us he was going to get a knockout. Literally told us.
Yeah, and it was just awesome to watch. Yeah, Bobo is amazing. Like I just said, I had a dream about him last weekend. But it was like, me being the person I am, like seeing his son was there and like interviewing all the fighters and stuff during fight week, and his wife, and just them together, and like how much love and energy they put into that, and to like see that happen, it was kind of like,
yeah.
But I love Alan Belcher, so it was just like to see him win like that. It was phenomenal. It was insane. So clean.
Yeah.
It was great. It was a great show. That card actually was really fucking good.
I heard it was really good. I went back and watched 2 fights. Who won the Cummins-Pittman fight?
Oh, Crystal Pittman won.
She won.
But let me tell you, like, Crystal Pittman dominated that fight. And, like, to be honest, I know Audra Cummings, and she's so fucking nice. I love her to death. But in my head, I'm like, I am worried for this woman. She's going to go in here and get, like, smashed in the first round. Like, I just really was, like, nervous because you never know how people are going to take it. But she went in there and hung all 5 rounds like a motherfucking dog. And I was like, this woman is game. And, like, when you see her, she's so nice and so bubbly, and she's got kids and all of that. And, of course, like, I definitely think she had no experience. She didn't have any amateur fights. She didn't have any pro fights, no experience. And she went in there and toughed all 5 of them rounds out like a gangster. And Crystal Pittman just put on a phenomenal performance. So it was really cool to watch. It was a good fight.
That's awesome. I went back to watch the Belcher, and then I went back to watch the main event. 2 guys we know, and for the 165-pound title, we had Caleb Harris on a couple weeks ago, and it was a split decision for Elvin Brito. Dude, like, that was such a good fight. Like, really good, close fight. Like, did you lean one way? It was hard because I knew the verdict. So, like, when you know the answer or the resolution, you kind of, like, always lean that way. So I probably was swayed going into the fight, if that made sense.
Yeah. For me, it was weird because watching that fight, I thought I definitely could see both sides. Like if they would have gave it to Caleb Harris, I could have seen why. But I was like, Elvin Brito, like he's just got that weird, funky style, and he was doing more. And I don't know, it was just weird. Like to me, that fight was like, if I was a judge, I would have been like, I don't know what to do.
Right.
But no, I can see why Elvin Brito won, and big congratulations to him.
Yeah.
First title holder. It's awesome. He's a really nice guy. And of course, just talking to Caleb Harris on here and bonding with him for a little bit and hearing what he has to say. Like, honestly, a lot of his words sit and ring in my head now ever since we've talked to him, and I think about the things that he said. So it was kind of hard to watch him lose like that. I'm like choking on my drool. It was really hard to watch that happen,
Right.
but they're both really good, solid guys. So it was cool.
Yeah. And so I saw Belcher on social media. We're going to drop this Tuesday morning. So yesterday, because I saw it earlier, he's like, man, I guess I didn't see that. Like, I guess Frank Tate was in the ring, and I guess like someone else challenged him, and they were like, yeah, maybe Bare Knuckle wants to do that and all that nature. Belcher's like, no disrespect to those guys, but fuck it. Like, I don't want to fight those guys. Like, I want Arnold Adams now. Like, I want the championship fight right now.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm with that. Like,
I'm with that too.
I'm with that. Like, I think you and I know, we talked off air, there's someone in line we think for Arnold, but maybe, you know what I mean? Like, maybe one could be an injury or something, or maybe two, that fight can happen in the next 30, 50 days. And then Belcher and Adams can fight in like May.
That would be such a good fight. And I really like Arnold Adams too. So it would just be like, like fangirl fight. Yeah, but the way that Alan Belcher like conducted himself and shit, like even when Frank Tate was like running his mouth, like Alan Belcher stayed G, but he stayed like poised. It was really good. And then I don't know if you saw it, but Alan Belcher walked out with a shirt. Did you see his shirt when he walked out?
No, I didn't.
It said "Eat twat, smoke pot, and smile a lot."
Well played. Well played. That's a good shirt.
I was like, wow, that was a great.
That's a good shirt.
What an entrance.
Oh, did you get the box I sent you?
No, not yet.
Okay. We got.
I would have got my box. The Banana and the Bee podcast would have been on me, on my head, on all of my whole entire body for this episode.
I can't wait. That merch is gonna be sick.
It should be here by tomorrow.
Yeah, I love the shirt that I got. Like, we're gonna roll out. It's like the guy shirt. Tell me Belcher's next fight, he's not wearing a Banana and Bee shirt. Come on.
I know. Come on.
Al. Come on, Al.
Eat twat, smoke pot, and listen to the Banana and the Bee podcast. That's what it's gonna say.
Yeah, that sounds like a great Wednesday.
Yeah.
All right, so now Bare Knuckle FC Jackson's officially over. We are officially like on the road to Knuckle Mania 2. And like I said, I've always felt in any of these shows or broadcasts, I've always felt I had to be genuine. That's just who I am. And if I'm disgenuine, I think for one, the people would understand and see through me.
Yeah.
So I always think I am, even if it like goes against, I don't know, something that we want to say. I just think it's the right thing to do. I'm just like, the more it gets closer and closer, the Knuckle Mania 2 card, I'm just kind of like, on. Like, I don't know why. Like, they were like hyping it up so much. And like when a couple of the fights were getting announced, I'm like, dang, they got a shot. Like, this can be huge. And then like I see the full card now. I'm like, okay, it's good.
Yeah.
Like, it's good. Like, the first Knuckle Mania to me, like, I don't know, that card just seems so much bigger.
Yeah. I see what you mean. And then it's like I don't know. I feel like maybe because so much of the rumor mill got spilled that like basically everybody knew what fights were going to be on the card without Bare Knuckle even announcing it. It was like weeks before they even announced it. People already knew.
Right.
Because nobody could stay tight-lipped. But it's like everybody already knew. So that kind of sucks the excitement out of it. And it's like, And once it's more of like a big reveal and like they say it and like, and then it's like, I do think I love Chad Mendez to death, but I do think he could be fighting somebody a little bit I don't know, something that makes more sense. And what's your favorite fight? What's your favorite fight on there?
No, I think I'm gonna say it's Christine Thierra versus Britton Hart.
Yeah.
Like, not even intrigued. I don't think intrigue's the right word. I got to see the fight. I got to know who the champion is. Like I just like the 125 female pound division is just the best thing in bare knuckle. Like I know you're here on the show. I would say that if you're here or not here, but of course you're here. So it's just like I need to see that fight. Like the Mike Perry, Julian Lane, I'm just like on. And then I am excited to see Chad Mendes toe the line. Like, that's awesome. That's cool. I like Chad. You know Chad. I think he's a good guy. I'm really excited for that fight. But then, like, the co-main event was, like, Luis Palomino versus Martin Brown. And it's just weird. There's just, like, no, like, rivalry, no bad blood there. There's just, like it just seemed like they forced a Luis Palomino title match on the card. Like, it's not legitimate in a way. I don't know. It's like, it's weird.
Even when they kind of said something the night I fought in Tampa, because I remember hearing that night in Tampa, like, oh, this is like a title eliminator fight. I was like, huh? Like, didn't Palomino just fight and blah, 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 blah. But anyways, regardless, I think Palomino's a beast. I think he's going to take it with no problem. He's so cool. He actually hit me up earlier and we were just chatting a little bit, but he's so fucking cool and just down to earth and like so dope. So I'm definitely cheering for Palomino. But yeah, I don't know. It was just weird. Like, I feel like he just fought, and I was like, what are they?
Right.
I don't know. They are rushing it because he just fought Dat. It felt like.
Yeah, let's like, and then Martin fought after him. It seems like they just rushed this fight.
Yeah.
Like, Johnny Bedford fought 8 months ago. Jared Grant fought like 10 months ago.
Yeah.
And like, it just, why isn't that title fight on this card? Arnold Adams fought even before. It's just, it's weird. It doesn't make sense. Dude, maybe we can get Lewis on the Knuckle Mania week of the Banana and the Bee podcast.
That would be dope. I adore Palomino, so I think that would be so dope.
Cool. Let's maybe do that. Let's do that. But yeah, like I do want to see Fiera. Like we got to see Britton and Christine. That's got, bad blood, and
I loved.
One of them will be champ.
I saw some interview and Christine was like, what did she say? That Paige got ratchetismed?
Britton.
That, but Christine was saying that Paige got ratchetismed by Britton.
Yeah. You're right.
Ratchetismed Paige. It was just like the funniest interview, and Christine was like calling her, Britton ratchet no heart or whatever she was calling her. And it was just cracking me up. It was just funny. And I'm
when do you think we're going to see Paige Van Zandt fight again?
Who fucking knows? Who fucking knows? I don't know. Who fucking knows? But maybe July.
Oh, okay.
Who knows? Maybe July when the weather in Miami clears up. We'll see.
Okay. All right.
I was hoping that we would see her fight in March, but
Oh, man, that would be big. That would be big.
Her final fight.
Wow.
I would hope that they would give her someone good.
Whew, man, someone with a lot of spunk.
Speaking of Miami, I'm gonna be in Miami this Friday.
What?
I'm so excited, and I'm
you
so
taking
excited
pictures?
For it. Yes, I'm taking pictures. I'm actually gonna go. I don't know if you've heard of Orangutan, but it's the one that like Pearl shot with, Paige is shot with, Rachel Ostovich is shot with. All these models shoot with them. Their vibe's like so cool, and they're just amazing. And I'm almost like insecure because, of course, I don't have like big fake boobs and a big fake butt. And like all their models are like these stacked ass, like golden bronze goddesses with like big giant boobs and big giant asses. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm going to be so insecure. But I'm very excited because they're very body positive and like just really cool. And then I'm going to do a podcast. Sorry, Banana and the Bee. I got to go and I'm going to go be on the Don't Blink podcast. I'm very excited.
Awesome.
So Uli Diaz, that's his podcast. And I'm very excited. I'm a huge fan of him. So it's going to be so dope. I'm going to be fangirling and probably super nervous.
That's all. He has a great podcast. I've listened to it a couple times. It's a good show. He's awesome. He's always been so good to both of us. So like, that's cool. That's awesome.
Yeah. I'm such a huge fan of him, and he's so fucking nice, and like everything with his wife, his family, just all of it. So I'm very, very excited. I'm very nervous.
Yeah. Like, and dude, I want you to try to guess the scoop. I guess he was supposed to fight a Knuckle Mania against Melvin Gillard. but they canceled that fight because they're like, Melvin's 0-13. They're like, no, you have to fight someone legitimate.
Yeah, and it's like I totally understand the commission like is doing their job, but at the same time, I'm like, if Melvin Gillard wants to fucking fight, and he wants to sign, like people talk so much shit, and that pisses me off. They'll talk so much shit about someone who gets slaughtered and annihilated in a fight, and I'm like, but they are the ones who said yes and knew I'm going in here to fight, and my record is so and so, and I'm this and this, blah blah blah. And I'm like, they know what they're fucking signing up for, and if they want to do it, then so fucking be it. Let them go ahead and learn their fucking lesson the hard way, I guess.
No, and I do get that side of it. I think what they said, and I kind of read into it a little bit because I was super intrigued. The other side of it is, if the man's like 0-13 in his last 13, like, and the bare knuckle is the major leagues of bare knuckle fighting, like, you probably shouldn't fight Uli Diaz, who's got a record holder. Dude, him and Thiago Alves was a fucking war. It was such a great fight. So, like, we know how good Uli is. Melvin should go to, like, the minor leagues, go to a smaller circuit, win one or two, and then come back. Like, he should be at this high level. So, and I get that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I can't wait to talk to him about it because I was very excited to watch him fight. I love Uli. He's just honestly probably one of my favorite, like if not my favorite fighter in bare knuckle.
The photo shoot. What is the photo shoot for?
My fan site.
Oh, okay.
It's for my fan site. For TaylorStarling.com. Subscribe to TaylorStarling.com. But no, also. This one for me means a lot more. Like, of course, I'm going to get some dope content at this photo shoot. It's going to be, like, some of it's going to go on Instagram and promoting myself, blah, blah, blah. But at the same time, like, for me, it's such a big journey for me. Like, one, I'm going to be going to Miami by myself. I don't think I've ever really, like, just gone on a trip by myself. I've been down to Miami one other time, really quick, in and out. But to go by myself for a trip that's, like, completely for myself and to go shoot with this, like, well-known photographer that – these stacked models go, I'm like, this is my chance to like just go be confident and be myself and like fully just feel myself and be like, you know what, I might not have fake titties, I might not have a fake ass, but I got a bomb ass personality and you guys are gonna see that shit on camera, baby. Let's go.
Personality, like you smile with your eyes.
Yeah,
that's awesome. That's cool as shit. Okay, so one thing I wanted to ask you earlier, and we just kind of went through it so quick, was, so yeah, Gillian Robertson did a seminar for a BJJ school and was teaching them how to grapple and stuff.
Yeah.
Would you ever, because bare knuckle is so young and so raw, and I think if you guys, just bare knuckle FC and just you guys as like this generation, if you and Lewis and, Fiera and Uli and like these mega stars, you just keep on getting bigger and bigger and bigger. Like in 2, 3, 4 years, would you ever like want to go to like a different school or boxing school? Because at Island Fights, there was a kid on there, 23, 24 years old, and he boxed. And we're like, hey, but I saw him fight MMA once too. And I'm like, well, are you a boxer or are you an MMA? Or he's like, to be really honest, I want to be a bare knuckle for bare knuckle FC. Wow. And I'm like, wow, really? And he's like, well, why are you doing this? He's like, I'm practicing. Like, I'm trying to get better at boxing. So one day I'll be a bare knuckle FC fighter. I'm like, that was the first time I ever heard someone young, like trying, like that's what they want to do when you grow up. When we're young, we want to be an astronaut, a firefighter, a cop, And now like people are saying, I want to be a bare knuckle FC fighter. Would you ever want to like teach a class, like teach a seminar?
Oh my God, I would love to.
Okay.
I would love, now that I've been teaching the kids class, I think I can take over the world, baby. I would love to. The funny thing is it's good, more good for me. That's terrible speech, but it's better for me because I need to get out of my comfort zone. And I have been really thinking super hard about, like, I'm in a comfort zone. I need to get out. I need to do stuff like that to really just speak, and I am really knowledgeable and experienced and stuff like that, so of course why would I not want to share that with the world and feel special and just have fun and teach what I know and try to spread it to the world. I guess I would absolutely do it.
Yeah, you get a big pile of cash,
or I was gonna say maybe for a small fee.
Maybe you can go down there to American Top Team Coconut Creek and teach the class.
Oh my god, they would be like, who the fuck is this bitch? They're like, who the fuck is this little white bitch coming down here to Coconut Creek trying to tell us how to fucking bare knuckle box? Why are you giggling?
Oh man, gosh. All right, I gotta let that go.
They would all look at me like I'm what? What is so funny?
Oh,
I'm not in on the joke.
Someone goes there and trains.
Oh, duh. I'm an idiot.
It's all good.
Hi guys, I'm here to teach you guys how to fight bare knuckles. Some of you know how to.
Oh my goodness, that's crazy. That's crazy. So yeah, that was bare knuckle. Yeah, I think that was it. Island Fights was just so consuming. It was just so much. Wayne's was awesome. The fights were so good. Oh man, so we're calling the fights. So a kid gets knocked out in 3 seconds.
Oh shit.
And actually a kid I know, I've talked to, like he's actually traveled down here to Pete White Boxing down here in Port Orange. Like a really cool dude, good guy. It's like 23, 24 years old. The scariest knockout, like it was just a knockout, 3 seconds. It was like back and forth, got hit, caught, but like it was scary. Like he kind of compulsed. I think that's the word, compulsion. So like, yeah. So he's doing that, and like we're like, it's scary. And then he's kind of like punching the air. He's like knocked out and he's punching the air. So now multiple doctors are coming in, and now this is the worst part. Like Gillian kind of like broke down a little bit. Like I had to stop. We got off the mics. It was like deep. He started, because there's no blood, because it was like a knockout caught on the chin. And all of a sudden all this blood comes off. Something starts coming out of his mouth. We're sitting 5 feet from him. He's biting his tongue. And they're like, they start freaking out. Like the EMTs are like, stop biting, breathe, stop. And it's like, it was so scary, Tay.
They should know, like they're supposed to like do something, not stick their fingers in it. I'm like, stick your fingers. You're supposed to like do something. Yeah. I would have open your mouth.
Something. Oh man, so scary.
I go into like rage when I'm like freaked out and like hurt on the inside. I like go mad. I would have been like, bitch, open your fucking mouth. You got fucking, like I would have been like cussing him out. That's so scary. And then the weekend when I went to the Ram Fighting Championship fights, I saw a guy get knocked out, and I was like right cage side, just like you guys. I was cage side. Guy gets knocked out, and I could hear him breathing, and that shit was so scary. He was like, and I was just like, somebody help him.
Yeah.
This is awful.
Dude, I saw the cutest thing on your Instagram story yesterday. I saw Carson do the the emoji faces.
Yes.
Dude, that was so good.
He has been, let me tell you, he is so sassy, and it's like he's only 5, but he thinks he's too fucking cool for me now. So he doesn't want to take pictures anymore. He doesn't want to make videos anymore. And it's like breaking my heart because, of course, I'm always thinking that people see only Brody. I'm like, people are probably always like, why is it only Brody and where's Carson? It's not that Carson's not right there. He just doesn't want to be in anything anymore. And Brody's like my sweet cuddle bug. Carson's like, I'm too cool for you guys, but every so often, especially if he finds like a really funny filter, he loves to do stuff like that. So I gotta kind of trick him into taking pictures now.
He nailed it. Like it wasn't like pretty good. It wasn't like, it was good for a kid. Like it was like a scary face, and then like the smile, and then it was the excited face. Like he was the emoji. Like I was like,
that child is my twin. That child is my twin. Carson is my twin inside and out. And he's so animated, and I'm obsessed with him. I wish I could just, I guess it's the mom in me. I'm always like, you guys are so funny. And I'm always trying to like film them and take pictures and all of that. And they get so irritated, but I'm like, I have to share how amazing you are with the world. And yeah, they're wild.
So on Saturday, you started it like, the questions on the stories. And we had to go back and forth, and then you had the dentist, and we were busy. But I thought we did a good job with it, and some of the questions were super funny. One time, I don't think we can do it on stories. I know you can do it like on the standard post, but somehow like I would love to like go back and forth with you with our stories, and somehow like I would do it on my personal, and then share one to you, and then like you share one back to. It would just go back and forth all day.
Yes, yeah.
That would be crazy.
I know. It cracked me up when we did the one that was like, is water wet? And I'm like, this is why I think that water is wet. Blah, blah, blah. Dave?
Yeah. I was like, okay, I guess I have to do this now.
Of course water is fucking wet. And cereal is, Gillian, cereal is not soup. It's cereal. Cereal is cereal.
I was so upset. I'm like, why are you disagreeing with me? Like, I just got you a check, woman. Like, why are you disagreeing with me? I got you paid. Crazy. All right.
Wild. And then, yeah, I was at the dentist. So we were trying to, like, answer these questions on our story. My dumb self, like, posts this, goes to the dentist. I'm thinking, all right, I'm going in here. They're just going to clean my teeth, whatever. I end up having to get, like, Novocaine. I had to get Novocaine today, too. But I had to get Novocaine the other day and today. So, of course, I put the stories up, not realizing my face was going to be numb for, like, 3 hours. So, I'm, like, trying to answer questions, and, like, half my face is, like, paralyzed. And I was just like, fuck. All right. But, yeah, that was my adventure.
Yeah, that was good. It was fun stuff. It was fun. It was a great week, great weekend. I think we did it. 36, 7 minutes. I'm telling you, like, we'll get some more guests, and for Knuckle Mania, we'll do like a whole preview show. We'll break down fights and cards and stuff. But like, guys, like this is why we started the podcast. I can hear my voice giving out. Like I had to talk on air for 4 straight hours and scream and stuff. But like, we just wanted to shoot the shit, talk about music, kids, fights, just whatever's going on. And yeah,
doing drugs and thinking we're Snoop Dogg at 17.
Dude, 17 was good.
Listen, I was bad as fuck, so that's for another later podcast at a later date.
Ooh, there you go. Hey, everyone listen to this. Make sure that's the questions. You're like, Taylor, what'd you do when you were a kid? What did you do that made you so bad?
Fucking awful shit. It was bad. I was a bad girl.
And now look at you.
Still a bad girl.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, we appreciate you guys so much. It's been awesome. We're just getting started. So excited. So Tay's got a ton of stuff coming up. Miami on Friday.
Do a heart.
Oh, I thought you were doing a hug.
Other way. A heart. No. There we go. The other way. Flip it. Other way. No. Never mind. Never mind.
I tried.
If you guys see us on YouTube looking so dumb.
I know. Audio, it's going to be so much worse. They're like, what are they saying?
What are they talking about? They just start giggling for.
You got an awesome packed week and weekend. And then, yeah, we'll be back next week. Then it's one more week, Knuckle Mania 2 on the 19th, I believe. Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, the 19th. I've been playing catch with my dog this entire time.
You're killing it. February 11th, Showtime Fighting Championship down there in Lakeland, Florida. The RP Funding Center, the place that Taylor Starling built. Knuckle Mania 1. If you haven't seen the fight, the greatest fight in the history of combat sports. You're welcome. But yeah, that place will be awesome. I can't wait. We're going to be going, getting interviews with all the fighters and Showtime and stuff of that nature. Oh, dude, have you seen it? It's so awesome. Go on YouTube after this. Jorge Masvidal's YouTube. Got around 800,000 subscribers. The media scrum that him and I did, it's on his thing. It's like awesome. I love it. It's so cool.
Ooh, I have to go watch.
Yeah. Like you're gonna be like, who's Jorge talking to the whole time? It's me.
Yeah. And it's you. Oh, I know. David Rocket. The one and only.
No, you're the best. Taylor Starling. You never know. Maybe news will come down the pike sooner or later, but if not, we will keep doing this.
I mean, I really hated to build people up the other week just to not give them shit. But, hey, that's how the world works. We roll with the punches, baby.
We roll. There might be other big news coming soon.
We'll see.
All right, that's been our $17,000 intro and outro. It's going to start right about.
Bye.
Bye.